Hey guys, John Polito, Koah Spear Guns. Thank you for your interest in the product. Right here we have the Koah Mid Plus Fatback, and we also decided to add in this video the Koah Mid Plus, Koah Shorty Mid. The Koah Mid Plus Fatback comes in three sizes: 44, 48, and 52 inch for the reef size. If you're looking for something bigger, the Big Body series is the next step up. That's 54, 57, and 60. And then it jumps up from there into blue water, which is 64 and 68. The Mid Plus is a beefier version of the Fatback, a little bit. As you can see, there's no scoop in the middle for easier tracking. It needs that extra support to take the extra strain of the bands going farther back in the stock of the spear gun. The main benefit of the Mid Plus is, one, the handle is about 1.5 inches farther up than the traditional Fatback, so it has a little bit more maneuverability. The trigger is at the back of the gun, which is our Brute Series trigger mechanism, tested to 3 times the power that this one's under, so it's a lifetime warranty on the Brute Series trigger mech. And it utilizes the majority of the stock for the spear gun. For example, the 48 Mid Plus Fatback uses the same bands and shaft as a 52 standard Fatback. So what you're getting is more power in a smaller package, so more mobility in a smaller package with a more forward handle and the rear trigger placement. Now the downfall, if you're not used to it is a chest loader. You can hip load it, but that last inch is very difficult. So we always suggest, either if you're willing to learn, it's a great gun, but it is very hard to hip load these. So it comes with a 5/16 shaft, takes a little more abuse than the 9/32. They're very powerful guns in small packages, especially the 52. That thing shoots as hard as a 57 standard Fatback. So very versatile with their handle placement. Down here we have the Shorty Mid. You'll also see this on the Shorty video. The Shorty Mid is a true mid handle because the remote trigger is about 16 inches from the butt of the gun, from the back of the gun. And what that gives you is a ridiculous amount of mobility. You can pretty much turn and move this thing any which way you want. And it's 38 inches long, so it's not like you're swinging a big stick out there trying to get an elusive fish that's running in and out of rocks. This is meant for murky water. It'll reach out to that 12 to 13 foot range. Has the 5/16 shaft in it. It can take quite a bit of abuse, wide loading butt, and the much more forward handle placement, so you can move it anywhere. Now the reason we put the handle farther back on our Mid Plus, not quite mid handle, is the Mid Plus, is because making a transition from a standard to a Euro, a Euro or standard to a Mid Plus, on our older guns that used to be true mid handles, it was very difficult because you had so much stock behind your hand. With all that stock behind your hand, you had to change your line of sight, and you were tilting your head, and if you're not used to it, it makes for a harder shot. These we move back to a point where they're only 1.5 inches in front of the standard trigger, which gives you increased mobility, but you can still aim through the gun. You can still aim the way you would aim a Fatback or a Euro. So in all, these are just a lot of power in a small package, great mobility. They're just, the only trick to them is they are mostly chest loaders. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, John@KoahSpearGuns.com, or give us a call. Thanks, guys.